coming in. Beautiful. So this is a meditation where you don't need to be active. I had a few people calling in and saying, oh, but what if I have to talk? I'm in a busy room. This meditation is not about that. It's more about receiving. I'll do a little introduction, and then we'll just dive in and you can just listen and receive. I would recommend to have a pen and paper handy, because it's sometimes nice when messages come through or when we are in a high frequency like this, that, epiphanies, ideas, things come up. If you don't have a pen, you can even chat it in the chat box. It's good for me to see as well. It's inspiring. And it's nice to have a bit of an idea of where you're at anyway. So that's nice. What I'd love for you to write in the chat box or write down for yourself is, what is your intent for today? What would you like to get out of the meditation today? It's always really good to have an intent there, because then, when your focus is there, then you will really aim your whole body, your soul, your energy towards that, and it will be more powerful, more potent. And it might even be that something completely different comes from it, right? But yeah, it's good to write down an intent. And if you want to chat it in the chat box, you can, so I can see what it is and maybe even blend it into the meditation. But don't feel that you have to. You can also just make that intent in yourself. Just double checking if you can all hear me, if you can all really properly see and hear me. Yeah? Okay, beautiful. I would also recommend to all have your sounds off, your bleeps, your bangs, all your messages that are coming in, to not be distracted and to feel as calm and relaxing as you can. Thank you for sharing. I see a few beautiful intents already coming in. So that's nice. Good. Yeah. So great. Then I have a little bit of an idea of what you guys are going to look for. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Wonderful. So I'll wait till 5 over, 1 more minute. But what you can already do is just make yourself really comfy. Just make sure that you can sit down, lay down, you can have your eyes closed, you can have your eyes open. And what I will do also for the ones that are listening to the recording, and for the ones that haven't worked with me, because I see a few people that are here that haven't worked with me before, I will explain an exercise in the beginning that I always use to align yourself to stay in your own power as much as you can and to be in the back of your body. And there's a whole philosophy about that. So I will share that a little bit for a few minutes in the beginning. And then from there, if you want to know more about that, or you want the PDF, I've got it written down on a paper. Just give me your email and I'll send it to you, or send me a message and I'll make sure that you get it. For the people that do not know me, I've been doing this work for 20 years. And yeah, it basically was something that kind of fell in my lap. I kind of had to do this because I got quite sick, and I was a lawyer once upon a time, and then all of a sudden life had different plans for me and brought me to this more spiritual level, where I started to study with a shaman for 8 years. And a lot of her teachings and many other shamans and energy workers that I worked with afterwards, and energy teachers, have brought me to the work that I'm often, sharing today. So I'd like to also share that for you. Oh, I love, Flores, that you brought your little kids there. That's wonderful. So yeah, kids, dogs, everybody's welcome. As long as you get something out of it for yourself, it's all good. So I think it's time to start. So what I always do when I talk about those exercises, the first thing that I always do when I start is open up a bar from your tailbone to the top of your head. And what we're doing by that is opening up a channel, basically, that will connect you with the earth and the universe. So I'd love for you to close your eyes or make yourselves comfy and really feel that you are aligning the energy from your tailbone up to the top of your head and really aligning it, also like an energy into the earth. So it's going from your tailbone to your top, and you go back straight into the earth. And what you're doing already is opening up this channel. The channel, I call it the Earth Universe channel. But when you open up the energy and you let it run through, and whether you see it, feel it, experience it, it doesn't matter, whatever is your best way of perceiving. When you do that, you start to open up, you start to align your chakras. And that's really what this meditation is about. Interconnection is, of course, important, and interconnection happens with any form of meditation. But anything and everything inside us has consciousness. Each cell, each organ, our body is a network of intelligence, and that's what we're going to work with today. So diving into the earth, I'd like for you to see and feel how far and how deep you can go in the earth. So see, you might go a couple of meters, you might go straight to the core of the earth, but really connect with the earth and really root it in there. And when you're really rooted in there, I'd love for you to just feel that from there, it's almost like you're a tree, or like you're a phone and you're putting your charger in the plug. And the moment you do that, you feel the energy of the earth, the love of the earth start to come up. So you feel the earth energy coming up, up, up through all the layers of the earth. And you feel it go deeply into your spinal column. First of all, only your spinal column, going through all the vertebrae, going up, 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 almost a little bit like Kundalini energy, opening up that alignment in the back of your body. So you're bringing it up, up, up to the top of your head first. And when that bar is really opening up and you're starting to energize yourself in that, you also open a bar on the top part of your shoulders. And the reason that you do that, it's the top part of your heart chakra. So there's a bar opening up there, and that forms a cross symbol. Now, the cross symbol has nothing to do with religion. It's basically standing for conscious man. And when you open up this bar, it opens up your heart chakra. It opens up your compassion levels. It opens up to your humanity and you being a human on this plane. So opening up that cross symbol, I'd love for you to put it in the back of your body, because when you are in the back of your body, what I've learned is that you learn to observe more. When you're in it, it's a drama. When you witness it, it's a comedy. So when you're in the back of your body, you start to teach the body to observe and to look at all the things around you. And in observing, you have a choice. It doesn't take you over as much. So feel that cross symbol giving you energy, giving you love, giving you empowerment, giving you strength. I'd always like to invite you to kind of feel that that cross symbol is a certain material. So it might be gold, it might be wood, it might be silver, it might be crystal. Whatever this cross symbol looks like to you is perfect. So I'd love for you to really feel that material is there for you today, especially. And whatever the material is, don't ever doubt it. It's perfect for you in this moment. And you feel the strength of that cross symbol, having your back, having your spinal column, and you feel the earth still aligning you, energizing you, really feeding you that energy from the earth into your spinal column, into your shoulders. Now, feeling this energy, this alignment, this empowerment, this is where we extend the energy upwards into the universe. Just go as far and as high as you can go in the universe as feels good to you. So some of you might go a couple of meters. Some of you might go straight to the core of the universe. Just see, where does your energy want to go today? And when you're there, I'd love for you to just hook into a point. It might be feeling like a click or a connection, because that's what we're working with today, connection. We've had the earth connection. Now we go to the beautiful universal connection. And whatever that is for you, your soulmate, your higher wisdom, your higher self, chi energy, universal energy, whatever is your goal, ask yourself what that is. What is your universal connection? Some people call it source energy. What is your connection? And the moment you're connected there, you feel buckets of energy, of love, of light, of potent high frequency pouring down. And I'd like for you to make it as real as possible. Let it go deeply through your brains, through your sinuses, through your beautiful jaw, your throat, and release all the tension. Just let it go. All the thoughts, all the tension. Let it go from your shoulders. Let it go deeply through your lungs, through your tummy, through your hips, your upper legs, and your calves and your ankles. Now let this be the wash. I always say it's like almost like you're having a shower, but also through your body, through each part of you. And feel that it's energetic and very potent. So keep releasing, keep relaxing. And whilst you're doing this, start to feel your body. Is your body starting to really relax? Are your shoulders relaxing? Do you feel the gravity on the chair maybe? Maybe you want to take a deep breath. And also this universal energy is filling up that really powerful energy in your spinal column, opening up that strength in your spinal column. Every time you open up your spinal column, you're opening up your source, your power, but also your immune system. In the bones of your vertebrae is energetically where the Eastern medicine often says that your immunity lives, but also your power, your activation. So having received these two free sources, I'd love for you now to kind of open up to have those sources being brought to your heart chakra. So you feel the earth and the universe accumulating and gathering into your heart chakra. And I'd like to invite you to put a big fat smile in your heart, because putting a smile there will help you receive the energy even deeper. Now, feeling that energy going deeply into your heart, it's almost like you feel your heart starts to emanate, starts to get bigger, starts to expand forwards, backwards, upwards, downwards. You don't have to do a thing for it. If you're working hard, I'd love for you to completely sit back into your spinal column, into your cross symbol, and just let this happen for you and to you. Observe it instead of trying hard. Immediately you feel your heart chakra expanding, opening, and feel it become as big as feels good to you. So it might expand beyond your body. It might be as big as you stretch your arms out, as big as your auric field. Just see how big do you want to expand the energy outwards. Some people like to extend it towards the room. So see, it gets bigger, and the only thing you need to do is to receive. And in doing this, what you're actually doing is you're opening up the energy beyond your body, which is the soul energy you truly are, especially when you do it through the doorway to your soul, which is your heart. Now, I'd love for you to kind of put that energy a little bit more contained now by making a transparent container around you, almost like arm's length, which creates a bubble around you. And the energy of the earth and the universe are still gathering into your heart, and from there into this beautiful bubble. And in this bubble, the energy is rising in frequency, in love. And you feel in doing this that you're almost bathing in this energy. Now, you might give it a color. If you look at a color coming from the earth and the universe, what is the color that comes up for you? Because whatever therapy you use, whether it's psychotherapy or Reiki or any other energy healing form, a color can be incredibly potent. So trust your intuition. It might be bright white, it might be pink, it might be blue, whatever color comes up for you. And really bathe yourself into that bubble and really feel that from this high frequency, from this very potent frequency, you are already aligned. I've worked with many shamans, and this is a combination of all their exercises in staying aligned in the best possible way. This is not necessarily about protection. It is about aligning. And when you're aligned in this way, you're in a high frequency. And from there, you can put any intent out and it will start to have potency. So let's connect with ourselves today, with our cells, with our organs, with this network of intelligence, right? And to do that properly, what I have noticed in working with groups in this way is to bring people together in one spot on Earth. So I'm going to invite you to come to the Glasshouse Mountains, even if you have never been there. It is a really potent spot of different sized mountains, and we're going to sit in the midst of the mountains in green, lush grass. And it's somewhere here in Queensland, quite close to where I live. But the frequency of these mountains and the potency of the earth is very high in frequency, very high of crystalline frequency. So I'd love for you to visualize, to sit in a circle of all the people that are here and all the people that will listen to this recording. So let it be a huge circle, like maybe 50 people, 100 people. But you are in your own beautiful bubble, right? We're sitting there harmoniously connected together, but most of all connected to self. Now dig in the cross symbol, that bar, that extension from your spinal column into the earth again. And I invite you to feel the difference this time. When you go into this earth, this part of the earth, this crystalline high frequency earth, see, feel, and experience if it feels different to you. If you are an empath, you will feel it. If you are more of a seer, you will see it. If you don't have either of those, I want you to fake it until you make it. But I'd love for you to go into this earth and deeply connect with the crystalline potency of this energy, and then bring it up one more time into that spinal column, really strengthening you, aligning you over your shoulders and into your bubble. Now, sitting in this circle, we are here very potently together to get whatever healing, whatever manifestation, and whatever insight you need today. We are here today for insight, inspiration, and empowerment, and most of all, inner connection. So from this safe, beautiful place, I'd love for you to feel, first of all, what is it that your heart wants to bring today? And we're going to do that 2 levels. The first one is ask your heart physically, what is the first thing that your heart would like in this moment of your life? You can even put your hand on your heart and write down, or just feel for a message. It might be one message. But what is it that your heart would like to tell you or would like for you to know today? And again, if you want to share it in the chat box so you won't forget, because I will send the notes later as well, I'd love for you to really feel and see and experience what is it that is important for you today to get, to know, to understand. Now, knowing this and feeling this, acknowledge it. That's the first thing. When you get a message, acknowledge it. And if you're still talking to your heart in this way, that's wonderful. But I also like to invite you to visualize your heart as a being or as a person. And what would your heart look like? What is the vision that you get? Because when you make it a visual like that, it becomes more palpable. It's like you're talking to a person. And I'd love for you to observe and be in awe of this visualization of your heart. And what is it that this person, this image of your heart tells you or shows you what you need more? What else do you need? Because when it is a person, you can hug her, or you can hold hands, or you can literally be more visible in showing what it actually is that you need. You might feel for yourself which of the 2 exercises connect you deeper to your heart. So really receive the message and the images of this heart exercise. And if you want to share it in the chat box again, what comes up, I'd love to read it. But again, you don't have to. If you're in a deep meditation, you can just receive. Now, this is also where you start to communicate and connect. What is it that you think you want? Your heart has just told you, or might still be talking to you. And I'll be quiet for a little bit. Have a conversation. What is it that you want to tell your heart? And what is it that your heart wants to tell you? And whilst we're connecting with this heart, I'd love for you to now connect from your heart towards each cell in your body. You have to understand that your heart is the most powerful center in your body. And if you live from your heart, if you govern all those cells, that's where you can make a difference. So if you see your body as a network of intelligence, and your heart is the amplifier for love and for your passions, feel almost like you hook it up with a color that stands for your wishes, desire. It might even just be the word love, right? But what comes up for you if you now amplify that into a color, and then feel that network of intelligence within your body start to kind of activate. See it go through each cell of your body. See it open up. Each cell is responding. Each cell is opened up like a little antenna. And the same things happen when you connect this to the earth, because we are all connected with the earth energy, and the earth energy supports us through this network as well. Now, whilst you bring that color through your body, your lungs, your arms, your muscles, your knees, your head, every part of your body, every cell, even the bones within the bones, your organs, when you're connecting in this way, visualize what is it that you would love for you to do next, or what would you love to do? It might be something simple as walking in nature, but it might also be something like creating more work, or a different kind of work, or finding a new house. It can be anything, but I'd love for you to amp this up in each cell and feel that each cell is responding as if it is already there. See it, feel it, experience it, step into this expression of it already being there. And feel that each cell is already celebrating this. Even if you don't quite feel it yet, this is where you control the energy. You tell your cells what it is that you want as well. Show your cells, show your body. So truly feel it, experience it, open up. And whilst you do this, I'd love for you to now fall back inwards into it. So now we are doing this, feeling it, amping it up, experiencing this. Just look at your body and scan your body. Where is the resistance? Where is something where you need healing? Where is maybe a knot in your stomach, or a little achy pain in your elbow? It might be your big toe, but which part of your body asks for attention? Because when we start manifesting, when we start creating, when we start flowing our energies, there's always a part in our body that isn't too happy to do that, because there is some emotion, some physicality there. It might even be a spiritual cause, but anything still in the way of you completely being in that flow. So I'd love for you to feel, where in your body is there that little spot that's coming up and that wants attention? I want you to deeply connect with that spot and first acknowledge it, be with it. Put a big smile in there, even if that part doesn't feel like a smile. But in doing that, they've scientifically proved that if you put a smile into your body, wherever it is, your brain thinks it's happy. So putting this smile in that part of your body starts to open up and it starts to be more receptive. And then ask this body part, what is it that wants to be released today? And it might be an emotion, it might be a belief. It doesn't really matter. It's just nice to observe and let it go. Or to know it's there, but to know that it's just physical. And it's okay to be there. And if it's ready to let go of, then do just that. Now, I'd love for you to invite you to feel and see that spot in your body, wherever it is, and see what is it that feels more inviting to open it up or release it. Is it putting a flower in there that opens up to release the energy? Is it maybe just even a breath in and in breathing out, it starts to release? Or maybe it's just being with it, sitting with it, and completely accepting it. So feel, what is your tool? What would you love to do in this moment? So just totally sit in it, fall backwards into it. And feel, what is the best technique for you, the best way for you to completely release and relax into this energy and to let go of whatever doesn't serve you. Now, if there's any information of this body part that wants to be released, then let it be released now. In whatever way. Now, your body is a universe in itself, and you can travel within your body in any way at any time. So you can look for the little kinks in the cable and see what else, where else do I need to go? Let the pathway of your body show you. Where else do you feel like you need a release in your body? And let the energy take you there. Where in your body is the energy going next? Wherever it is, just trust it. And if you start to feel stiff, I see some people stretching, that's actually a good sign, because it means that you're releasing. It means that energy is starting to want to let go of. When I hear people tell me, oh, I start to have neck pain or shoulder pain or tummy aches or all that, I go, great, things are releasing, right? So if you want to massage that place or just breathe into that place, that's perfect, because your body is asking for it to be released. So being in this place of releasing, following that pathway, some of you might be in one spot, some of you might be really quick and already after a second go, yep, done. What's next? So go to the next spot, right? Go to wherever else your body wants to be released. Just travel through your body like a pathway and let your body tell you where that is. And if you don't quite know, just visualize this huge waterfall coming from above, starting to release and relax you, starting to feel that it starts to pour down and release through every core of your being, whatever doesn't serve you, right? And whilst your body is releasing and relaxing and unblocking or releasing the pathways, that's where you go back to anything else that you feel your soul would like to do. We've connected with your heart, right? We have not truly connected with the soul yet. Now, if you look at spiritual practices, there's many beliefs around where the soul lives in the body. Some practices believe the soul lives in your pineal gland in the middle of your brain. Some people believe the soul lives in the middle of your chest, your heart chakra. Now, I'd like to invite you to just feel where, if you would give your soul is your essence, soul is the energy that you are beyond your body, the energy that observes your thoughts and is not your thoughts. Now, where does your soul live in your body? Where does it go to with you? Trust it. It might be straight in your heart. It might be in the middle of your chest. It might be in the middle of your head. Where is your soul? Where's the residence of your soul in your body? Just feel it. Acknowledge it. Trust it, whatever comes to you. Now, wherever your soul lives, I'd love for you to start expanding the soul. My spiritual teacher that I studied with for 8 years, the shaman, she taught me that with every, let's say, when you're born, your soul is bigger than your body. When you're a tiny little happy baby, your soul is humongous. But then with every remark and condition that's being placed on us, the soul starts to shrink because we start to believe those beliefs, those conditions, right? Those things that are put on us. But what I'd love for you to do is that now you know again where the soul lives. And it might be a grain of sand, it might be just a little rice, rice grain. Wherever your soul lives, I'd like for you to start expanding it again to the size that it was when you were a baby, like immensely big. Start to grow it, whether it's from your heart, from your throat, from your head. Just feel the energy of your soul growing. Feel it expanding forwards, backwards, upwards, downwards. Feel the palpability of the essence of who you truly are. Really feel that energy opening. Feel it expanding. It's the truth of who you are. Now, when you open up to the truth of who you are, I'd like for you to just fall into it. Just expand into it, fall into it. And I always like to feel this yippee feeling, like expansion, really big. Become the soul. Now, don't hold back. Some people like to maybe open it up like a couple of, centimeters beyond the body, or maybe as big as the room. You can even open it as big as the town you live in, or as big as the country you live in, or let's go a little bit crazy, as big as the world or as the universe. Just I'd like to see how big your energy can expand. And in the expansion, the more you expand, the more you realize that you are an incredibly powerful energy that is connected to everything. And when you're connected to everything, you can manifest everything. So fall into that bigness, that expansion. Feel the freedom of it. Feel the extension of it. Now, if this feels nice, if you love this feeling, you can stay here for a little bit. But if you like to bring it a little bit back, more back to the body, a little bit more palpable, that's totally fine. And I'd love for you to really feel in this energy closer to the body or expand it as you are. What is it that your soul wants you to know right now? Even though your heart is the gateway to your soul is the pure essence of who you are. This is your inner deepest wisdom. What is the message that comes through here? It might be one word. And again, if you're yawning, stretching, sneezing, it's all a release. It's all beautiful. Let it just all go. What is it that your soul wants you to know today? Now, feeling this, experiencing this, fall into this. Now, really feel what is the difference between the message of your heart and your soul, or is it the same one? Which one is easier for you to receive? Now make sure that you're truly connected with this soul energy. And this is again where you can start visualizing whatever it is that the soul wished for you, or whatever you want to put in there. If you're used to do the natural success work, you can even put a choice in there. If you don't know what I'm talking about right now doesn't matter. Just put a real palpable visualization of what you would love, love, love to happen in the next few weeks. Really step into that. Yeah. So I love a few shares here where someone said the soul messages was easier to hear. Yeah. So that's beautiful. So keep listening in, keep communicating, keep sinking into this deep, beautiful energy, this palpable energy, this cell energy. Now we're in connection with the soul and the heart and of what we want. Yeah, beautiful, Nick. Thanks for sharing. So what I'd love for you to do is to take these messages into your heart, right? The soul gives you a message, bring it, put it back in your heart. That's your battery of your soul. Really put it in there. Now, I'm a big fan of working with the organs. Normally, I would do the organs first and the soul later, but I was guided to do the soul first and now see one organ that wants to communicate with you. It might be your liver, your spleen, your stomach, your gallbladder, your lungs, your kidneys, whatever organ comes up. If you look at Eastern medicine, all our organs hold certain emotions. I'm not going to tell you this time what those are because I want you to feel what yours is, regardless of whatever information you're aware of. What organ or organs, if it's kidneys or if it's lungs, if it's multiple, what organ comes up for you? And then blend that soul energy in there, kind of hold it, really hold it in that energy. And what is it that the organ wants you to know? Is there an emotion there? Is there a message there? Your organs are carriers of the reflections and thoughts of what we go through through a day. So I will give you the two obvious ones. Kidneys is often where we hold a lot of tension or stress or anxiety or fears. And liver is often frustration and anger. But it could be that your liver has a completely different emotion today, or even a message from, your bones, which is not an organ, but it could be that your bones want to speak up, and it might be about strength. So just trust your body's talking to you. And through the soul, the messages are even more potent. So feel, what is it? Which organ is coming up? Which message wants to come up? And listen to it as if it is a child. It might even be your brain and it needs a break, right? And if there is sadness coming up, just hold it, allow it, let it come up. And then let the soul again hold it and come with I want to say almost, a soul wisdom solution. It might be just clearing the organ out. It might be giving a solution in a certain situation in your life. Just listen, receive. Each organ has consciousness. And the more you are connected with those organs and those parts in your body, the more you will start to be congruent with all the parts of your body. And feel that there is a network through all your organs connected together. So if one organ is happier, all the other organs are happier. And that's what is important. So whatever comes through, whatever messages, whatever releases, just allow it to happen. And access the wisdom, because today's meditation is about healing and insight and empowerment. The more you know, the more power you have to make a change or a choice. So feeling this, experiencing this, feel one more time which part of you would like to strengthen the connection with you. It might be your mind, it might be your heart, it might be your soul, it might be one of your organs, it might be even your auric field, right? Whatever you believe in, whatever is palpable to you, which part of you, because we are made out of all these aspects. That's why being a human being makes it so complex, but at the same time so much fun. So which part of you wants to connect with you, wants to talk to you? And maybe you don't want to talk at all. Maybe you just want to come home and relax. And that's fine too. And sometimes, yes, when you connect with this part of you, it can change into an inner child. And you can connect with that inner child and give it what it needs or what she needs. Give it all the connections, all the information, all the love. So now we're connecting with all these parts within ourselves. Let the oversoul come again. Let that bigger part of you hold this wisdom part of you, hold all these parts in you, and let it whisper the wisdom in there, the wisdom into each of your organs, each of your cells, each of the parts of you that need healing. Let your soul be there to truly hold whatever comes free in you right now, whether it's an emotion, whether it's insight, whether it's a release. And again, I don't know why, but today I feel a lot of waterfalls. So feel that waterfall, do the flush again. And again, if you see a color with that, that's totally fine. But just feel that palpable universal waterfall, crystalline waterfall coming through you, through your head, through your beautiful lungs, your tummy, your hips, your legs, your feet. Let it wash through you, whatever doesn't serve you, let it go. But at the same time, let it replenish you. Let it fill you up, rejuvenate you with new ideas, new energy. And today, the word that came through, we've got all sorts of guidance, right? But if today I would use the word your inner muse, what I mean by that is let your inner muse guidance that is here to help you creating your next thing. It might even be something really silly or small. But what is it that your guidance, your inner muse wants you to know today? Anything that you haven't heard yet, something completely different. Be surprised. And if you don't get anything, don't worry about it. You can always do it again. Or you can just ask, if I would know, what would it be? And instantly it comes. What is it that you're creating next in your life? And let it resonate with all those cells, that network in you, that network that knows so much, but you are governing that network. So your thoughts make things happen. So today, I want you to feel uplifted after the meditation. I want you to feel inspired, energized, and empowered. So to be able to do that, let's see what the earth has to give to you today, because we are part of nature. And nature is incredibly powerful healer. And at the same time, it's got infinite wisdom. So sitting in that circle, that incredible, beautiful circle in between the mountains, we're tapping into the earth. And you really feel that you're going to the core and the heart of the earth. Connect with the heart of the earth and connect the heart of the earth with your heart. Now, what is the wisdom of the earth telling you today? What is it that your heart needs to hear from the ancient wisdom of the earth? What is it that she would love for you to do right now in this life? It might even be as simple as walking in nature, connecting with nature, or just, you know, talk with someone in your life that you haven't talked with for a while. It can be as silly. It doesn't matter. The earth has a wisdom you wouldn't believe. So connecting with this wisdom, this deep connection with Mother Earth, do the same thing as we did with the heart. What does Mother Earth look like today? Communicate with her as if she is a being. If you're here to put your light into the world, to put your essence into the world in whatever way, whether it's in the form of a mother or a father or a very inspirational coach or, you know, a children's teacher, whatever you hear to express, ask the earth to support you. And what is it that the heart of the earth wants you to know in doing this, in this expression? Let it come through. And again, if you feel like writing or downloading, you can. Beautiful. So really drink all these messages in to the deepest core of your being. All the healing, all the wisdom, and feel that connection of Mother Earth. And an exercise, I don't know where it comes up now, but I'd love to share it with you before I close the meditation and put an end to it. The last one I'd love for you to do is to really feel that you become a tree now. Just transform yourself as a tree. So I would love for you to really see what kind of tree are you? If you're symbolized with a tree, or have you got a big stem? If you got many branches, if you got many leaves, become that tree. Be that tree. Why am I doing this? Because when you become one with nature, there's even more ancient messages and potency in that. So really become that tree and see what it feels like to be that tree, and what is the wisdom, the silence, the inner knowing of this tree giving you. Because sometimes being the tree, you might feel that the roots into the earth, the grounding that you feel as a tree is so needed as a human being. The wind blowing through your leaves might give you the silence you need in your head. Just become and lean into this tree energy, this tree healing. And if you are good in visualization, I'd love for you to visualize where all these beautiful different sized trees in this circle in the midst of the mountains supporting each other. And under the ground, we have this network of intelligence, of heart energy. This is how trees and plants communicate. Well, this is how humans communicate as well. When you think of the cross symbol, when we are connected through the alignment of the earth and the universe, we know that we are aligned in our chakras. And we are connected from the heart, with the heart connection, the bar in your shoulders. You're connected with compassion into the world. So feeling this from the earthiness of this tree, I'd love for you to slowly come back to your senses. It's kind of like one more time, you thank all these parts in you, the tree, the heart, the guidance, the muse, the soul, all your organs, every cell in your body. And you come back into your own room. You kind of feel your energy shift back. You feel the gravity of your body sitting on the chair or the couch. You feel your energy lines just jump back in your body. And whilst you guys are coming back, for the few ones that don't know how I work, if you'd like to have a bit more on paper or want to know more about what I do, just send me a chat message afterwards, and or send me your email address, and I'm happy to send that to you. And in 3 weeks' time, I do the shaman journey again. Many of you have done that with me, but I'd love for you all to be there. It's a 2-hour workshop, and we make a medicine bag. Nobody really makes the bag. It's basically everybody just gets a little container or buys a bag where we hold crystals or pebbles or pieces of wood, and each part of those objects you put in a choice or an intent for the next year. And you've got that beautiful box there to basically put on a stand and hold that energy there during the year, so that you remember, that's what I put in there for the new year. You can put your choices in there as well, but when you put it into an object, this is how the Indians used to work. They made their energy pouch, their medicine pouch, and they would bring it with them, and they would pour their energy into each choice or wish or intent, and that's how they would draw on them and make them happen. So that's what we'll do, and we'll go into the earth, we will go into the now, we will go into the future, past, now, future, and in each one of them we will say thank you to the year we've had, the gratitude, and let go of what is not needed anymore, and we will bring in what we do want on all those levels. So if people are interested, I'd love to have you there. If you can't make it, you can always order the recording. I will put all the details into my next emails. But yeah, I love to give it, and I love to do it for myself. And it's very potent. So how I always finish this session is, I don't have time to share. There's too many people here right now. You can share in the chat box, how you feel. And what I always do, I do a little joke. I always say, the feeling, how you feel, and what you just last ate. So I'm a happy banana at the moment. So just write down, the last thing you ate and the feeling you feel. If there's anything you'd like to add to that, you're welcome to, but I'd love to close the circle in that way. And I'd like to thank the circle as well for your energy, because I felt there was a very potent, palpable energy here today. And yeah, that's what I love, is when we really connect and bring that energy to the next level. And hopefully it will really, truly help you in the next weeks to lean into that energy. And you got some powerful messages there and deep connections. I'd love to hear. So I've got a lovely chocolate, a juicy orange, a cool cucumber, wonderful. I love it. A delicious apple, wonderful. Gosh, I'm very visual, guys, so I see it all really very much in front of me. That's beautiful. A hot tea, yeah, I like it. Calming chocolate, soft calamari, a light muesli. Wonderful, calm coffee. Beautiful. A freshly baked banana bread. Beautiful. Yeah, I hope you had some deep connections. If something, this is quite deep work. So if something came loose, and you don't know what to do with it, please contact me. I'm here also to support. And yeah, most of you know me, so you know that I'm here as well if you are more interested in other things. A fiery ginger, I like it. Yeah. So yeah, love your shares there, and lovely to see you all. Thank you for showing up, and I'm really looking forward to the next time. Definitely the shaman journey, but I will also continue my free meditations. So big love to you all, and have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. Yeah. See ya. Bye. Thank you. Love, love. So good to see you all. Nice to see you again, Anke. Long time. Really nice. And Nikki, you as well. Long time. Yay. Bye, Kelly. Lovely to hear, see, feel you. Bye, everybody.